Well, the UB Bulls get their first win of the regular season yesterday as they beat Robert Morris at home 38 to 10 last night at UB Stadium, as I mentioned before. Their first ever meeting between Robert Morris and UB, and they ran away from Robert Morris from the start, right? Um, 2 possession game. It ended up being a 4 possession game at the end of the day, with a 38 to 10 victory. Let's take a look at the scoring here. Approximately 7. Matt Myers ran in for a 1-yard touchdown run. A drive that took 3 plays, 25 yards, and it took 54 seconds, and it put the Bulls up 7-0. So very good kickoff return, right? After the Bulls got a 3-and-out stop from the defense, and they got a good punt return, right? They had a short drive, and they only had to go 25 yards for it. For the touchdown. I believe there's an interception there or something, but there you go. Put up the Bulls up 7-0. Jared Patterson, 4-yard touchdown run. That made it 14-0 Buffalo. I mean, Jared Patterson did very well last year, and it continues to be doing very well this year. So far, in the first game, he is 5'9", 195, a sophomore. So there you go. It made it 14-0 Buffalo. That took 10 plays, 82 yards. If I did not mention before, they took 4:31 off the clock, and they made it 14-0 Buffalo. This is when Robert Morris came on the board. They answered one of the UB Bulls touchdowns back, making a 1-possession game. There's Elijah Jackson get a 28-yard run. That took 5 plays, 75 yards, and it took 2:24 off the clock, and they made it 14-7 for UB. Cut the Bulls lead in half. And then ending the first quarter, that is, Zach Bavibri, a 40-yard touchdown pass from Matt Myers, and in 21-7 Buffalo, that drive took 6 plays, 79 yards, and it took 141 off the clock for the end of the first quarter. Excuse me if I keep messing up here. Approximately 7. I apologize for that. And then in the second quarter, Robert Morris kind of comes back, but they start with a long drive. Nick Drusilla with a 28-yard field goal, and it took made 21-10 in favor of the Bulls. That drive took 18 plays, 65 yards, and the time of possession, get this, 10:39 off the clock. So they pretty much took off the entire, almost more than half of the second quarter with that drive. So there you go. And then at the end of the second quarter, Matt Myers threw a 3-yard touchdown pass to Zach Bavibri to make it 28-10 for UB. That drive took 10 plays, 75 yards, and it took 3:47 off the clock. So it was 28-10 UB Bulls at halftime. And then in the third quarter, UB kept running away from Robert Morris. Alex McNulty kicked a 40-yard field goal. That took 4 plays, negative 11 yards off the clock after the Bulls started good field position, but could not take advantage of it. And it made it 31-10 in favor of the Bulls. So the Bulls mostly led the entire game. So there you go. And then at the end of the third quarter, lots of ending at the end of the quarter touchdown or scoring plays, as you will. It took Ron Cook with a 3-yard touchdown run. That drive took 13 plays, 93 yards, and it took 6:30 off the clock, and it made it 38-10 for the UB Bulls. And nothing happened in the fourth quarter, and that ended up being your final scoring. 38-10 for UB. They were 40-point favorites in this game. 40 plus points, so it was pretty much a must-win for UB Bulls, since they're favored by so much and they took care of business at home. So let's take a look at the total yards, then we'll get to player stats for UB and for Robert Morris as well. Total yards. UB did a very good job. 354 total yards for the UB Bulls to Robert Morris 240. Passing yards 92-69 in favor of Robert Morris. Rushing yards, lots of rushing yards for the UB Bulls, 285 for the Bulls, 148 for Robert Morris. Penalties, 8 penalties for 69 yards for Robert Morris, 4 penalties, 35 yards for the UB Bulls. First downs, 21-11 in favor of the Bulls. Third down, 7 for 11 for UB, and 6 for 15 for Robert Morris in the game. Fourth downs, there are only one fourth down conversion in this game, and that was for Robert Morris. They were 100% in this game. Total time possession, 32-49 for Robert Morris, 27-11 for the Bulls. So very good night for the UB Bulls defense. Did a very good job. That is going to be the help this year. Bulls had 7 tackles for a loss in the game from yesterday's game, right? Don't want to get confused. But very good job of the defense. I mean, this defense won this game. Also, UB Bulls, they jumped off to a big lead against Robert Morris, and Robert Morris could never climb out of that. And there you go. We'll preview the next game after we go over the stats from the game. Let's start with the Bulls. Matt Myers, quarterback Matt Myers. He went 5 for 10 passing, 69 yards, but 2 touchdowns. Rushing, there were lots of rushing yards today, last night. Jared Patterson, 12 carries, 90 yards, and a touchdown run. Kevin Marks, back with UB, 13 carries, 75 yards. Matt Myers, 4 carries, 47 yards, and a touchdown run. Dylan McDuffie, 4 carries, 27 yards. Theo Anderson, 6 carries, 26 yards. Ron Cook Jr., 7 carries, 24 yards, and a touchdown run for him. Receiving, Jack Lebrebre, 2 catches, 43 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Marion Johnson, 1 catch, 27 yards. Jared Patterson, 1 catch, 3 yards for him. Mack and Noakes had 1 sack from yesterday. Let's see who else. Leandris Mack had a sack as well. Kick returns. Tito Morton, 1 kick return for 30 yards. Julian Bahosa, 1 kick return for 11 yards. Punting, Bulls only had to punt twice for this game from Evan Finnegan. So there you go. Let's go on to the Robert Morris side, and then we'll preview next game for the UB Bulls. Passing, George Martin. He was 7 for 9, 92 yards. Let's go to rushing. Elijah Jackson, 13 carries, 85 yards, and a touchdown run for him. Jordan Johnson, 13 carries, 45 yards. Terrence Stephens Jr., 11 carries, 19 yards. What else? Let's go to receiving wise. D'Angelo Madison, 3 catches, 60 yards. Deontay Wright, 1 catch, 17 yards. Garrett Hauser, 2 catches, 11 yards. Stephen Peacock, 1 catch for 4 yards. Pretty much it for today. Punting for Robert Morris, they punted 4 times for 129 yards. So it's pretty much the Bulls running game, taking off, and the defense taking off most of the clock, and the defense did a very good job with stopping Robert Morris. And now let's go to preview the next game, which is going to be a very tough game. A good one, at least. Very good one. The Bulls have to go to Penn State. Number 15, one of the best teams in the nation. Number 15, Penn State. Nittany Lions. Yes, they go to Penn State next week. National televised game. They play a Big Ten team. That will be next Saturday night at 7:30 p.m. at Penn State at Beaver Stadium. Should be a good one. We will be recapping all of the action on Sunday when the Bills play. Or maybe we'll do it Saturday night. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe Sunday. Maybe before the Bills start. But that will be a 7:30 p.m. game at Fox. That will be on local. It will be on national TV. Fox next week, 7:30 p.m. against number 15 Penn State. How about that? That should be a big test for the UB Bulls, and we shall see what happens. I mean, they beat a Big Ten team for the first time in school history last year against Rutgers. They blew them out. We'll see if they can pull off a humongous upset against Penn State. It should be a very good one. We'll have you covered next week right here on the Fox 7. We'll have you also covered for the Buffalo Bills. They start their season off next Sunday. We'll have you covered next Wednesday with a preview video as they play the Jets, the new look Jersey Jets. They play the Jets next week. We'll have the preview for that, and we will be having our weekly picks next Wednesday. So stay tuned. See you everybody. Have a great day.